School, work, learning, social life, household, looking for my health, and building my dream life. Oh, and let's not forget my YouTube video every single week. You don't have to tell me about having a lot on my plate. I have been building my dream life together with working and being in school for over 1.5 years. Today we talk about how to make that work, because trust me, it is more than possible. But there are some things you need to know. So if you want to build your dream life at the same time having a job or still being in school, I know what I'm talking about because I have both together at the same time. And the first important step is to emotionally detach from your job or from your school and your classes. A lot of people see their job as their life. That's everything they've been doing, and you have to see this different. Your job is the way you make money, but it's not your life. I remember this a lot of times, that you are replaceable as a human being in a lot of companies, in a lot of jobs. So if you want to build your dream life while also having a job or going to the school, you don't have to put 100% of your effort into your job or your school. You don't have to do amazing work that you can pass your test or you can stay in the same job. You don't have to put over 100% of your energy into that. You can put it a little down to 90-80% and then use the other capacity to work towards your actual goals and your dream life. So there's nothing wrong about not putting 100% effort into your job and just kind of be like, I do it, I am good at it, I am doing enough, I don't have to give 100%, so I can still focus my time and my effort and my energy on the things that I actually want to do. So whenever you drive home from work or however you stop working, you should leave all of the thoughts and all of the feelings and all of the effort at the place that you were working, so that you then can take up time for your own thoughts and projects that you want to do. It's important that you leave work behind and you don't waste all of your thoughts and all of next week I have to do that and that. Leave this behind as good as you can. When you're done with working, it's done, and then you can 100% focus on your own goals that you have. Then of course work and school take up a lot of time, and I think the one excuse that everyone is I don't have time to build my own things. I have to do this work, I have to go to school, I cannot fit anything in. But trust me on that, you really can. And we're gonna look now on how to find the time to actually work towards your goal. So tip number 1 is to use the time that you are most productive to work towards your dream life. So for example, when I wake up in the morning, I'm the most productive because my brain is still very fresh and I can work the best. So I use the time in the morning to work for my business and for my dream life. And then afterwards, when I have a little less of energy and put in less effort into the things, I work for school or for work. So because when I come home in the evening from work and school, I don't have the mental capacity anymore to do such great, deep, focused work. So yes, I definitely prioritize myself here because I'm working on the time where I can do the most productive work for myself. So when you're a person that is more productive in the evening, you can go earlier to work so that you have then the full evening to do the productive work for your own goals. While driving home, it is so good if you can really take the time to relax. I see everywhere people when driving home just being like this, scrolling on their phone. But when they come home, still feel very tired from the whole day because they didn't process it yet and they didn't have the time to kind of calm really down, because scrolling TikTok is not really a way of calming down and chilling. So I use this time to really put on some music, look outside, reflect the day, kind of process it. So when I come home, I don't have to first do a break to start working because I can instantly start working on the things that I want. So kind of a way to relax and reflect on the day and kind of can leave behind all of the thoughts and the things that happen from work at work is to after work go to the gym, because then you have the time to kind of reflect on all of the things. Also very good to do is when you know when you're very productive and when you're just kind of tired of the whole day. So for example, me productive in the morning and tired in the evening, I put in the very focused and very I need 100% of my brain capacity things in the morning, because then I have my full productivity and full focus. And the things that are kind of more maintenance things or kind of things that are more designing things, I put in the evening because I need for that less brain capacity and I can easily do it. Then of course you do have to set priorities, depending on how real you mean it with your dream life. You do have to probably compromise sometimes and be probably I don't go out every Friday night, but I work on my business. Mostly weekends are so good to work on your business because you have the whole day. So you do have to sometimes miss out on things because you're working on your business, because you do have to find somewhere the time. So prioritize the things and set your dream life or working towards your business or whatever as a very high priority. And so when someone asks, hey, can we like go out, think about which priority is higher and where do I want to focus on. Do I really want to go out every Friday evening, or is it probably okay if I only go once a month? Because then all of a sudden I have like so much more time, because not only do I go early to sleep and can still do something the Friday evening, but I can also wake up earlier on Saturday morning so I can start working again on my goals that I have. And the last step to find more space in your working week for your own goals and things that you want to do is to plan and organize your week. I already said this so much, but like, so just quickly, plan and organize the things. When do you want to do what? So know when exactly are you working and which time do I have to work on my own things. Think about the things that I said. So for example, when is it good to do my focused work? When I'm very productive. In the evening I can probably do something else, a little more chill. So with that, planning in all of your goals and your dream lives, things that you want to do, you're actually kind of committing to yourself to saying, I'm gonna do it that and then and that. And as next, we also still want to touch on working smarter. It is so important because you don't have that much time to work towards your dream life. You have to work smarter because that will save you a lot of time. So first off, using systems. If you do things over and over again, like for example, doing my YouTube video, I have a system on how to do it. So not every time I have to reinvent the whole game. Using systems is something so important, and of course it depends on what you even want to do, but I think you can create systems to so many things. So if you have something you realize you're doing over and over again, make a system out of it, because probably it's gonna take some time to make that system. Afterwards, it's gonna save you so much time. So looking into systems that you can do, very important step. Also, when building your dream life, it's important to focus on the most important things. There's so many small things that you can do, but really look into what are the key things. Like doing a YouTube video, I could like go and look at my branding kit. I could look other videos for inspiration, but the actual thing I have to do is plan the video, record it and edit it, and then upload it. And look that in every week you can do the most important things first, and if you still have time, of course you can still go and find inspiration or whatever, but look that first all of the things that you actually have to do is like done. Set yourself deadlines for tasks. Not only you should have deadlines at your workplace or at school, you should also have deadlines for your own projects, because a project can go on forever and you can always find something to do here better and to do there better. But setting yourself a deadline, you will achieve what you want to do in so much shorter time, because you said, oh my god, then have to be done. Like I cannot just do random things and kind of like, yeah, here a little bit and there a little bit. It has to be done. I have to work on the most important things to make this done. So also there is this law, which I kind of forgot the name of, but I'm sure you already heard of it. I'm gonna put it here, which says you need the amount of time for a task that you set yourself for. If you plan to do a task in 2 hours or in 10 hours, it will take you exactly that much time. So deadlines are so important and so underrated, because there's no one that's going to look for you to build your dream life. There's not going to be a boss that's be like, why isn't it done yet? You have to look for yourself. So make the deadlines and really make sure that you actually finish them. Also very important is to keep an overview of what's going on. A lot of times it can feel very like overwhelming. Oh my god, I have school, I have work, I have so much up, then I want to do this and that and that. Keep an overview on notes, write out all of the things you want to do weekly, write all the things of your goals that you have. It will keep you like so much overthinking and being like stressed out of no reason. So a really easy tip for that. You can outsource things if you're financially able to do that, or you can just ask for help from people that you know, because I'm sure they're like very happy to help you. One last thing to work smarter is to time back. So to put together things that are kind of like related to each other. So for example, if you're like creating content, you could do one day where you're filming, one day where you're writing the scripts, and like 2-3 days where you're editing. So that you put tasks together and you kind of stay related to that, so you don't have on a day have to do these chunks, which means you kind of probably lose kind of focus on what you want to do, because the switches or like changes in topics can make you lose focus very fast. A quick friendly reminder that your health is so important, and when you're not healthy and when you're not sleeping enough and when you're not eating good and when you're not exercising, you cannot put 100% in from your effort and from your energy into building your dream life. So always look for that. Now in the end, some last thoughts I want to share with you. Don't try to escape from your current life, but use the time to build your dream life. Don't try to escape from your work or from your school while going out or like scrolling just mindlessly and not thinking about anything, but use this time to work towards the life that you actually want. You anyway already don't feel good with your current life. So even though working towards your dream goals, you have to put in a lot of effort and a lot of times, and it's also kind of could say uncool because you have to do things and actually work towards it, because yes, but you anyway don't really like your life that you have, so why don't put in some effort that you sometimes probably don't like to get to a life that you want to. So really important is to work on something that fulfills you, that you see the purpose behind it, that you see, this is my why, this is why I'm doing, this is why I take the extra step that so many people don't take. This is why I wake up early to still work on my own things. This is why I come home from work and don't just go in front of the TV, but take the time to work towards my things that I want. Because I see the purpose that I have. I know my why. Very important, know your why. You're not always going to be motivated, so you have to know, why am I even doing this? And also, your dream life is not going to come in like months, it's years. So build for the long term and don't expect anything crazy to happen so fast. You have to be patient and you have to be consistent, and it can be very long and very hard and all that stuff. But that's how life is. So I hope this video gave you a lot of ideas and inspiration of how to build your dream life while working or doing the school, because I learned so much over the last 1.5 years doing that. So just try it out and see how it's working. See you the next time. Bye bye.